This is Sean O'Malley, and you're watching Full-Time MMA. Don't be a bagel biting, bagel bitch boy, bagel bitch back.
Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, because you know what time it is. It's full time
MMA.
Joseph Benividez is going to be taking on Borg at UFC Denver, but they were originally supposed to be fighting on the undercard of McGreogr versus Khabib, UFC 229. I mean, that would have been a great opportunity for Joseph Benividez, but he's revealed due to Borg's legal beef with Conor McGregor, their fight was moved from Las Vegas to Denver. Now, real quick, let me catch you up to speed in case you're not there yet. Of course, the Dali attack, there were two fighters that were actually injured in that bus attack, right? And their fights were actually rescheduled because of it. You had Borg, he had a cornea scratch. His eye actually got scratched, and he wears glasses, so you know what I'm saying? Like, the bus window glass got between his glasses and actually scratched his cornea. Now, luckily, God forbid, it wasn't serious. He was actually rescheduled like within the next month to fight, but still, it could have been serious. And so his fight was rescheduled, and not only him, Michael Chiesa, he also got a cut on his forehead that was bleeding down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And so both of their fights were rescheduled, and actually afterward, both of them had to get fucking protection from abuses or protection orders against Conor McGregor. Now, in my mind, unless you're like in a domestic situation, that's usually where protection orders come in. In my mind, like, the only reason you do that in a situation like this is if it's going to add to your lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shows that you were either legit concerned or whatever in a lawsuit if you're going to attempt to come up in this situation, which as hungry fucking fighters you would imagine they might do, especially when Conor McGregor came in and acted like a fucking lunatic, could have been jacked up on Mountain Dew. We don't know what Conor was on, but we do know he came in and fucked up. He came in throwing handrails or in hand trucks, dollies at the fucking window, shattered the window, and got their fights rescheduled. You know what that is? Loss of wages. I had to fucking pay my trainers to fight. Now we don't get to fight because you fucking injured me. Oh, by the way, I got doctor's bills too. I got all this shit, and that could potentially be in a lawsuit for Conor McGregor if they wanted to come up. Conor McGregor's got what, $100 million, right? He's always flashing his money, and he's the highest paid athlete, and he fought Floyd Mayweather. So you could see a fucking hungry fighter who's still, you know, neither one of these guys have even touched a title yet. They're still hungry. You could imagine one of them trying to fucking come up and get a piece of Conor, you know, not even just a sliver of the pie. They're not trying to break Conor McGregor, make him homeless. Just, hey, Conor, you got fucking $50 million in the bank. Give me one. Him too, because you almost fucked up his eye, you know, and we good. You still got plenty of money, motherfucker, but you fucked up. So I thought that was coming, a lawsuit, but we actually haven't heard anything about that. And so that's why I was wondering, okay, well then, what the fuck y'all got protection orders for? Like, y'all just, like, it makes you seem, and I know they're not because they're professional fighters, but when you have a protection from abuse or a protection order against someone, it's like, it almost seems like you're fearful of that person. So the only reason it really made sense to me was if they were going to get a lawsuit, but they did say that they were forced to, at least what we're about to read. But yeah, man, that whole situation's crazy. Now, one other speculation, just, you know, that might have happened, because like I said, I and other people expected a lawsuit to come out of this situation from these hungry fighters who just got their fucking, you know, injured, their fights taken away from them, rescheduled, protection orders in place. I thought everything was lining up for a potential lawsuit, but it never happened. Now, on the live chat, we did discuss this briefly, and someone brought up the idea, maybe the UFC, you know what I'm saying, gave them a little discretionary bonus to chill out, you know? Like, they rescheduled the fight sooner rather than later. As soon as they were healed up, they gave him a new fight. And also, shit, you see Michael Chiesa on the motherfucking desk booth, you know what I'm saying? What is he on? He does the fuck, he got a gig now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little something on the side. Hey, you want a fucking salary? Don't fucking sue Conor McGregor. Because it's not just Conor McGregor you sue, honestly. In those situations, we seen Mark Hunt when he had his issue with Brock Lesnar in the UFC, and his lawsuit, he had to name more than just Brock Lesnar. He couldn't just sue Brock Lesnar. He had to sue Brock Lesnar, the UFC. He might have fucking named Dana White. Like, he had to name a lot of different plaintiffs. So you know, I don't think Conor McGregor would have been the only one possibly at fault here. Now, it could be. Like I said, I'm not no fucking lawyer, even though I argue so much sometimes that people say I should be. You get the fucking point. You know what I'm saying? That's just a possibility. That's just having some fun. Because they actually never sued McGregor, which was kind of expected. So, with that being said, we'll see what Joseph Benividez had to say. But Benividez, he's kind of an innocent casualty of war here, an innocent bystander of this, because it would have been, you know, it would be a great opportunity for anybody to fight on the card of McGregor versus Khabib, likely to be the biggest pay-per-view of the year. But hey, UFC Denver's also going to be a stacked card, 25th anniversary card. It's on free TV. He's still not beating the McGregor card, but you get the point. You know what I'm saying? He would have been on that card. Now he's not. But according to Benividez, the reason for the venue change came down to Borg's legal situation with Conor McGregor, who headlines UFC 229. Borg was one of the fighters injured. We just talked about all of that. So yeah, he said, as far as I understand, Borg and Conor have the legal beef from New York because Borg was one of the victims of the Conor thing. And that's also what it makes you seem like, right? Like a fucking victim. And I guess you are, but that whole situation's weird. We're going to talk about that a little more later with some stuff that Rose's coach had to say. Whew. God, I gotta exhale. It made me think of something else we were talking about. It's me and Stamina MC with Rose, Nam, and Eunice in this whole Jessica Andrade situation. Not even Rose yet, but we got a lot to talk about, family. So make sure you tune into the show tomorrow. Live show. It's probably gonna be in the daytime. Put on your notifications. It's gonna be live. Okay, so he said, dude, I don't care. That wasn't my thing. I never fought him on it. It was filed. Okay, so this is where he was talking about the protection order. It wasn't anything Borg did. I guess Borg is like, dude, I don't care. That wasn't my thing. I never fought him on it. It was filed right away. It wasn't like Borg said, don't have me near Conor. It's just whenever you get into that action with the civil system, they just file it, that these people can't be next to each other. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's, I know from personal experience, a lot of the times, like, these orders don't get filed unless, and in my instances, the people that I know that have had these multiple times, it's usually somebody going down to the courthouse and getting it done. Now, with that being said, these are fighters. I mean, yeah, I honestly, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you're some fucking legal expert in the chat, we're all just fans here, so don't treat me like I'm some fucking journalist. I got some crazy, I'm just a fucking YouTuber, I'm a fan, so we're all just chopping it up here. So if you hear something crazy, bang on your keyboards. I really don't give a fuck. But what I'm saying is, I just don't really see why that's mandatory for Ray Borg and Michael Chiesa if they're not going to have any sort of legal action against Conor McGregor. Like, what, you're going to make these two fucking fighters come down here and get protection orders on Conor McGregor? How come he didn't have to get one on them? Like, I don't know. That whole situation's weird. Either way, it is what it is. But, you know, he's kind of saying he thinks that they had to do that. I'm just speculation. I think it could have something to do with potential legal action that they may have been persuaded out of. Now, that's on some almost conspiracy shit, but that's just what seems more realistic to me. Shit, this fucking millionaire just broke a window and we got cut. Cha-ching! So you go, you ask your team, you ask your manager, yo, are we gonna fucking sue this guy? And they're like, yeah, but if you're gonna sue him, let me talk to my lawyer. Hey, you better make sure you go file that motherfucking paper on Conor McGregor. File the protection order. If you're going to sue him, you have to really look like a victim. So get the fucking protection order. I know you're a fighter and you don't want to get it, but go get it if you're going to sue him. But the lawsuit never came. So that's just what it sounds like to me. My motherfucking unsolicited advice. So with that being said, yeah, man, wanted to touch up on that situation. Ray Borg, Joseph Benividez, it's going down. Still going to be a great flyweight fight going down. UFC's 25th anniversary card in Denver, where it all started. UFC 1, 2, and 3, I believe, were in Denver. 4, I was just watching UFC 4. It actually wasn't in Denver. So, hey, but either way, a little bit of history for you. UFC's 25th year, 25th anniversary, coming back to where it all started. Benividez and Borg will be on the card. Perry vs. Cerrone will be on the card. It's going to be fucking stacked. It's going to be a great night of fights, man. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And before we go, shout out to all the full-time MMA white belts that have hit the subscribe button. Make sure you also hit the bell right next to it so you get notified every time I upload a new video, or some of the time that I upload a new video, because YouTube's notification bell is a player hater. But this is one of the hardest working independent MMA channels on YouTube. We provide daily updates, full fight card breakdowns and predictions. We make MMA fighter freestyles, and we've already interviewed pro fighters Aljamain Sterling, Sean O'Malley, Felony Charles Bennett, and Bruce Lushmedio in just a little over a year as an MMA channel. We're one of the fastest growing MMA channels on YouTube. So with that being said, if you're interested in more videos like this, check out the Full-Time MMA Dojo over at patreon.com. One of the things you can see while you're over there are some of the goals of the channel, and also more free videos like this, betting advice, and more. We just launched the Full-Time MMA store over on teespring.com, and we've got some limited edition gear in order to celebrate that. We've got some Day One Foop the Other Side shirts that are only available for a limited time. Also, you got leggings, phone cases, Don't Be a Bagel Biter, coffee mugs, and more. With that being said, you can check the links out in the description if you want to check out the Full-Time MMA Dojo or the Full-Time MMA store on Teespring. I apologize about the long outro, but a closed mouth don't get fed, so respect. Let the Full-Time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOG.